All right, man. It seems like we have an update on this stupid Drake versus UMG lawsuit.
YouTube chicks. You know what to do, chicks.
Listen, Chicks Move. Hey, Chicks Move. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh man, we are finally here, you guys. The day has arrived. Now, today was day one for the hearing about UMG's request for dismissal in Drake versus UMG's case. Now, you guys all know this is for the defamation case after Drake was called a certified pedophile by Kendrick. The lawyers from both sides were in court today to present their argument about their certified PDF line. Now, if you guys want daily updates, please make sure you guys go follow Inner City Press. He's actually in the courtroom and he's actually tweeting live. The judge's name is Judge Vargas. She told UMG's lawyer, "You seem to say a diss track could never be defamatory, but New York law says the form is not dispositive." UMG lawyer responded saying, "Look at the shock jock case." Judge Vargas responds back saying, "That's not the same thing. Perhaps the court needs more information and cannot dismiss." Then Judge Vargas goes on to ask UMG's lawyer, "What are certified pedophile?" They responded saying it's a play on Certified Lover Boy. Judge Vargas responds back saying, "But would the ordinary listener know the name of Drake's album, Certified Lover Boy?" UMG lawyer says the context is all the rumors about Drake and young females. Now, Lawyers for Workers was also in court as well today, and here's his take on how things went today in court.
Drake versus Universal Music Group. Judge Vargas just completed her hearing on the motion to dismiss. Let me tell you what I think she's going to do with this case. As you know, Drake sued Universal Music claiming defamation in the publication of the song Not Like Us, making him and calling him a pedophile when in fact he never was. Universal Music Group moved to dismiss those claims. They say, "Judge, you can't actually bring a lawsuit like this." Why? Because the statement certified lover boy, certified pedophile, first off, how do you certify a lover boy in the same way you certify a pedophile? Hyperbole, trash talk, just nonsense being said in rap songs. That's not something you can sue for. You have to dismiss this case. What do I think the judge is going to do? Universal's big argument is that look at the context of what happened here. In the tailor-made freestyle, Drake was out there saying, "Yeah, go ahead, talk about how I like young girls. That's going to be a win for me." That's an actual quote from the tailor-made freestyle. And now Kendrick comes back. He accepts his invitation to talk about the young girls. So what's the problem? This is the trash talk back and forth that we all expected to happen in this rap battle. Drake's lawyers made a great argument, which is, wait a second, Not Like Us was not part of the rap battle. Yeah, it was a song in the rap battle, but it eclipsed the rap battle and became its own thing, a cultural phenomenon, a song like no other song in the history of music, quite frankly. It got to 300 million streams in 35 days. Nothing else has ever done that. Today, it sits at 9 billion streams. The way Universal took this song and pushed it out, they made it into something else. The judge's decision is basically, what would a reasonable listener listening to this song decide? Arguably, the judge could find that a reasonable listener, I don't know who the reasonable listener is. It's too early in the case. I need more evidence. I need more discovery. I need to actually see what people have been saying about this song, what people can testify about how they heard it, so on and so forth. Long story short, I think what's going to happen in this case, the motion to dismiss will get denied. It's way too early to try to dismiss this case. Either way, this case will get appealed to the Second Circuit, and so you're going to have this case going on and on for quite a long time. I think this case needs to settle because the way these lawyers, and the lawyers were both phenomenal on both sides, the way these lawyers were going, all the issues that the judge brings up, this looks like a case that could last with appeals for years and years and years, going all the way to the Supreme Court. Drake could get a huge bag. Universal could win, which would be terrible because the conversation around this lawsuit will continue on and on, making Drake seem like a crybaby. Settle this case.
Once again, that's his opinion. Please do not take it as a fact. We all know what happens every single time we rush to a conclusion. Now, there's also this very interesting exchange between Drake's lawyer and the judge. Drake's lawyer said, UMG made this song, referring to Not Like Us, more culturally ubiquitous than any other 9 billion streams played at a bar mitzvah. Judge Vargas responds saying, an interesting bar mitzvah that would play the song. Judge Vargas then says, then there's the use of the AI voice of Tupac. Drake's lawyer responds saying, I'm not convinced of the relevance. The judge says, wait, shouldn't I view the entire rap battle? Drake's lawyer says, well, this was unique. Judge says, Kendrick Lamar did not know he'd perform at the Super Bowl. Drake's lawyer responds saying, UMG republished the material with knowledge when it launched the Super Bowl campaign. There were 3 attacks on his home. The cover art is Drake's home with sex offender location tags. The judge then responds with something very interesting. She says, wait, didn't Drake say Kendrick Lamar is not the biological father of his child? Drake's lawyer responds saying the court does not have enough information on that. So overall, some very interesting exchanges between the judge and the lawyers on both sides. Right now, there's no telling which way the judge is leaning, but it's definitely good to know that the judge is not only informed, but she has knowledge of what happened during the battle. Listen, man, you guys get in the car.
That is good that the judge is up to date because even the judge is saying, hold on, didn't Drake say that Dave Free is the baby daddy? This is, God, man. If you are a fan of hip hop, how can you be supportive of Drake? Drake is anti-hip hop, in my opinion. This is a battle, bro. Just because you got the sore end of the stick, you want to sue? And I'm glad that this judge knows a little bit about the beef. Because I love it how the judge said, hold on, didn't you say that Dave Free was the father of his child? Hold on, didn't you say talk about this and talk about that? I encourage you to talk about it. Wait, didn't you say this? Didn't you say this, Drake? Like, this is the God, this is like the bully going to the teacher saying, "Hey, someone's picking on me." Let me say that again. This is like a bully in high school, a bully in elementary, a bully in middle school, running to the principal, running to the teacher saying, "Hey, this person's picking on me." And the teacher's looking like, "Ain't you a bully?" So now this bully want to come complain about me saying that somebody is bullying you. Man, if you don't take your ass back outside and fight, this is complete sad, man. But I'm glad that the judge is ice grilling Drake's lawyer. Shout out to that judge, man. Big dub for the judge. Big dub for the judge because a lot of times in these cases, judges are old. They not or they don't know what's going on in the rap community, in the rap world. So this is very alarming, and I'm glad that this judge is informed. So hopefully this judge can, you know, get caught up in all the stuff that Drake has been doing and realize how stupid this is. So, hopefully the judge can get an understanding of how hip hop is and how diss tracks work. And why not? And I hope the judge go back and listen to Drake's disses and Drake's shots and all the stuff that he has alleged about other rappers and the stuff that he has said that might be defaming. How is this suing for defamation in a hip hop battle is what? Like that is how can you be a fan of Drake? How can you look at this nigga and be like, yeah, he represents hip hop? How? Like the more and more this case goes on, he's going Drake, you gonna lose so much respect from people. Drake is literally kill. I've never seen someone kill their own career like this. This is insane, man. We have never seen nobody rise to the top and fall off like this. Y'all talking about Ja Rule. Nah, this is Ja Rule on steroids. This is the white Ja Rule. At least Ja Rule fought back and when he lost, he just took it on the chin. Pause, no diddy. He ain't go and run to the man and say, "Oh, I'm gonna sue 50 Cent." For nah, he already know. And Ja Rule and 50 went through some real, some real stuff happened. But you don't see them going to the lawyers and man, come on, bro. This man. Y'all leave a comment down below. But shout out to the judge, man. Shout out to the judge for having some insight and having some intel about the battle. With and that's gonna help because the judge can come back and say, hold on, but didn't you do this? Hold on, but didn't you say this? Hold on, but how you gonna sue for defamation when you defame people's character as well? Didn't you say this about Wendy? Wasn't you mocking Wendy? Wasn't you trolling him on Instagram? Wasn't y'all taking shots? So I hope she educates herself on this battle. And well, I don't know if it's a she or her. I hope this judge educates themselves on this battle. And if they do, they're gonna realize how stupid this lawsuit is. Y'all leave a comment down below, man. It's your boy DMD signing out.